Hey everybody, Roger Levin here with your Specialty Practice Pearl of the Week. I'm continuing my series on why referral marketing fails. After 41 years of building specialty practices, many by 20, 30, 40, 50% in referrals in 12 to 18 months, I can tell you reasons you succeed and reasons you fail. We just have 41 years of experience. So you may want to find this interesting. Now, the first time I did this on the first of the series, it was on reasons for failure with PRCs. You don't have one, you didn't train one, or you cheated on the hours. The next one was on you. You didn't put your time in to build relationships with referring doctors. We can keep it minimal. We teach you how to do it. You need to be with people, be positive, be upbeat, tell them how you'll take care of them. I talked about that in our last Pearl of the Week. But this one is on the budget. Now, when I say budget, a lot of doctors cringe. Oh God, I'm gonna have to go look at a bunch of numbers. Yes, but this budget is the marketing budget. How much should you be spending on marketing? Now it varies because I'm gonna give you a percent. It should be between 3 and 6%. With a caveat principle, the bigger you are, the smaller the percentage. So if you spend $10,000 a year on marketing and you get bigger and spend $20,000 a year on marketing, even though your original percent might have been 5%, that 20,000, the bigger number might now only be 3%. So you can't just look at percents. You got to look at what should you be spending to get the job done. Most American businesses, the bigger ones, spend 10% or more on their marketing budget. No, you don't need to do that, but you do need to spend a certain amount. So you don't want to play the game of you get a PRC, you train her, which you need to do. You don't cheat on her hours, which you shouldn't do. You're putting in your one-to-one time, building great relationships with referring doctors. And then every time a new strategy comes up, everybody's running around saying, well, should we spend that much money? You need to have a budget. Now, putting it together, and what I'll be talking about in my next Pearl of the Week is the annual marketing calendar. I'm not going to talk about that now. But if you don't have an annual marketing calendar laying out what the strategies are, you can't have a budget because you don't know what you're doing. And by the way, I can tell you, when you're going week by week, picking a strategy here, strategy there, you'll never be successful with referral marketing. You'll fall off of it eventually. You won't get things done. There's no integration. There's a huge science we have about how these different strategies integrate and synergize and support each other. So you need to know, what am I going to do in the next 12 months? And then how much is it going to cost? Then you can say, okay, slash the budget 20%, raise the budget 20%, but you have to have a budget. And by the way, we can do this in 30 minutes. It's really that fast. It's not hard to put numbers with strategies if you know what you're doing, and then say, okay, here's what it's going to cost me. But by the way, let me remind you, as I'm talking about costs, referral marketing, when done properly, will give you a return of $8 to $10 million of revenue in 20 years. That's real data. You'll get $8 to $10 million back within 20 years from your investments in referral marketing. So I want to end by telling you, as always, it's our goal to give you practical pearls. This is what we do every day. We've been building referrals for 41 years, and I will see you next week.